Chapter 8. The example of the picture, treated in Gaunilon's third chapter, is examined. From what source a notion may be formed of the supremely great being, of which Gaunilion inquired in his fourth chapter. Moreover, your so careful demonstration that the being than which a greater cannot be conceived is not analogous to the not yet executed picture in the understanding of the painter is quite unnecessary. It was not for this purpose that I suggested the preconceived picture. I had not thought of asserting that the being which I was discussing is of such a nature, but I wish to show that what is not understood what is not understood to exist can be in the understanding. Again, you say that when you hear of a being than which a greater is inconceivable, you cannot conceive of it in terms of any real object known to you either specifically or generally, nor have it in your understanding. For you say, you neither know such a being in itself, nor can you form an idea of it from anything like it. But obviously this is not true. For everything that for everything that is less good, insofar as it is good, is like the greater good. It is therefore evident to any rational mind that by ascending from the lesser good to the greater, we can form a considerable notion of a being than which a greater is inconceivable. For instance, who, even if he does not believe that what he conceives of exists in reality, supposing that there is some good which has a beginning and an end, because does not conceive that a good is much greater, which it if it begins does not cease to be, and that as the second good is better than the first, so that good which has neither beginning nor end, though it is ever passing from the past to the present to the future, is better than the second, and that far better than this is a being, whether any being of such a nature exists or not, which in no wise requires change or motion, nor is compelled to undergo change or motion. It is this is this inconceivable, or in some being greater than this conceivable, or is not this to form a notion from objects than which a greater is conceivable, of the being than which a greater cannot be conceived. There is then a means of forming a notion of a being than which a greater is inconceivable. So easily, then, can the fool who does not accept sacred authority be refuted if he denies that a notion may be formed from other objects of a being than which a greater is conceivable. But if any Catholic would deny this, let him remember that the invisible things of God from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead. Romans chapter 1 verse 20.